0-0-2. Side out. 0-0-1. Second serve. 0-0-2. Point. 1-0-2. Point. 2-0-2.
Hey guys, I'm here. Johnny. I know. Yeah, I got the talk back on right now.
Point.
All right, what's happening? Johnny Pickleball here at the Veolia Houston Open. We have Jansen, Hayden Patriquin taking on Tina Pisnik and Dekel in this mixed doubles showdown.
3-0-2.
And really pumped to be here today.
Side out.
And Pisnik and Barr setting it up, getting up to a 3-0 lead here to open up game one.
0-3-1.
And we'll see what Jansen and Patriquin have to say about it as they serve to try to get on the board. And Jansen trying to go right at the body of Dekel, able to fend it off. And a little late on the counter.
0-3-2.
And Jansen going to be ready for that one as Dekel with the flick of the wrist trying to go right down her line, setting up with a forehand to finish it off.
1-3-2.
And that one going to sail long. Yeah, beautiful lifetime facility here at the Veolia Houston Open. Early on here in game one.
Point.
And Dekel with a nice low drive. Going to go ahead and add to their total here at 4-1.
4-1-1. Second serve.
And Patriquin with a backhand right at the body, kind of lower body there of Dekel. Probably on a normal person it would be their body, but at the lower body of him.
Point.
Taking an early lead here in game one against Jansen and Hayden Patriquin. And Tina Pisnik to serve. And there's Tina Pisnik with a smoky volley right at the body of Hayden Patriquin, going back and forth a little bit as she wins the exchange.
6-1-2.
And that ball just going to be too good. Hayden Patriquin jumping the kitchen, tipping the tape, getting the love. And that ball just skidding straight away from Dekel Bar, able to go ahead and get that ball right back for the side out.
1-6-1.
And
Second
Leia with a
serve.
big slapping forehand sails that one long. Set up beautifully by Hayden Patriquin, just unable to finish was Jansen. Another opportunity here.
1-6-2.
And Dekel Bar just being long, be able to get that ball. Trying to go behind him was Leia Jansen, just doing a nice stick volley.
Point.
And now it's Dekel with a 1-2 combo coming in and getting the left hip of Hayden Patriquin.
7-1-1.
And finding the right spot there. Dekel Bar trying to go with a little scorpion move. Ends up putting that one in the net. But you can see the pressure applied here from Pisnik and Bar early on here in game one. And Tina Pisnik with a great move, great read, set it up beautifully. You can see it on the replay. Setting it up with a nice dink wide, coming in for the Ernie and finishing off with a backhand.
Timeout receivers, 8-1-2, 1 minute.
The official ball of the PPA Tour.
All right, what's happening? Welcome back to the Veolia Houston Open. Johnny Pickleball here. Jansen, Patriquin finding themselves in a hole, down 8-1, taking a timeout, see if they can find some answers.
Point.
And Dekel Bar actually going to have the answer for that one as he scoots around to the outside for a nice Ernie, finishing it off.
9-1-2. Side out. One 9-1. Second serve.
And ready for the 1-2 combo. Tina Pisnik able to fend off the first one. Hayden Patriquin had what he wanted, just ended up hitting the top of the net.
1-9-2. Point.
And a great drop from Patriquin, hitting the line and just kicks even further away from Bar.
2-9-2. Side out. 9-2-1.
And there's Dekel Bar to clean it up. Patriquin trying to get aggressive, going at the body of Tina Pisnik. She's able to fend it off just in time for Dekel Bar to kind of slide in and get involved, and that's going to be too much for Patriquin and Jansen to deal with, which gives them a game point.
Second serve.
And another opportunity here for a game point on the serve of Tina Pisnik.
1-2-2.
And it was a reset clinic until finally Hayden Patriquin puts it deep, and game one just going to go in the favor of Dekel Bar and Tina Pisnik.
When the world sleeps, greatness rises, training rigorously and pushing boundaries. The next level isn't just handed to you, it's earned. Go next level with 6-0 Pickleball.
Game 2, time in.
They can have enough patience to do so, but here we go. Game 2 underway.
Side out. Zero, 0-1. Point.
And big drive there to start it off, so they're going to get on the board first. Jansen and Patriquin looking to get off to a great start here in game 2, hoping to get to game 3. And that's going to help their cause, clipping the top of the net and setting it up nicely from Tina Pisnik right to the forehand of Hayden Patriquin.
2-0-1. Second serve. Two, 0-2.
And so Patriquin trying to come in, the 1-2 combo, third shot drive, fifth shot finish, unable to execute on the fifth. And Pisnik and Bar looking to get on the board.
Point.
And now Jansen kind of leaning back on her back foot, unable to get that ball to go, which puts Pisnik and Bar on the board.
1-2-1. I'll recall. 1-2-1. Second serve. 1-2-2.
And now it's Patriquin speeding up the first ball just to set up the next one. So the first ball, he's getting it a little bit higher around the throat of Tina Pisnik just for her to set it up high enough for her to put away. And Jansen deciding to back off the line, thinking that that ball is going to come much faster, ends up finding her feet after the quick exchange.
2-1-2.
And now Dekel Bar trying to go for it, looping that ball and trying to curl it over Patriquin. Ends up sailing it a bit long as they add on another point.
3-1-2.
And Jansen trying to go behind Bar, closes the door really quick. You can see it right here. She puts it down the line. There's Dekel with the backhand flick right past Jansen.
1-3-1.
And Pisnik trying to slide and cover after the
Second serve.
bar. Ernie unable to finish.
1-3-2. I'll recall. 1-3-2.
And now Patriquin with a deep volley, going to get the side out.
3-1-1.
And back and forth they go. Tina Pisnik getting away with a nice cross-court speed up to Leah Jansen. Unable to continue the exchange.
3-1-2.
And now it's Dekel Bar with it around the post. Really having to stretch out wide there to curl that ball around.
1-3-1.
And again, Dekel Bar with the counters. Back and forth he goes with Patriquin and Jansen. And still coming out on top, just sitting on that backhand volley.
2-3-1.
And getting fired up here.
Point.
And now that one's going to sail along. The momentum shifting in Bar and Pisnik's favor. Tying this up here
3-3-1.
at 3-3. And again, trying to go at the backhand of Dekel Bar where he's just sitting on it all over again. All right, what's happening? Johnny Pickleball here at the Veolia Houston Open. Some mixed doubles action. Pisnik and Bar taking game one, 11-2 over Jansen and Patriquin. And coming off the timeout and adding to their total here to take the lead, 5-3.
Second serve.
As Jansen with a quick strike volley, Pisnik unable to get under it enough.
5-3-2.
And there's Hayden Patriquin finally finding the spot on Tina Pisnik as she hung in there for as long as she could.
3-5-1. Point.
And Patriquin and Jansen kind of looking for answers here. They've tried to go behind Dekel Bar on multiple occasions, have been extremely unsuccessful as he is sitting all over that backhand. So seeing an adjustment now to try to go at Pisnik. And getting away with that one as Hayden Patriquin puts his hand up to Dekel Bar. And it's just hard to keep it away from the big fella.
5-5-1.
And a great lead there from Leah Jansen as Tina Pisnik goes for the cross-court speed up.
6-5-1. Second serve.
And Dekel Bar once again just reaching in and creating chaos for Patriquin, who tries to put this ball away.
6-5-2. Point.
And Dekel Bar with a big stretch there right over on the fence. Able to at least make Jansen and Patriquin hit an extra ball as they extend their lead to 7-5 here in game two, trying to get to game three.
Point.
And probably one of the
Timeout,
first
receivers,
misses from
8-5-2.
Dekel
1
Bar.
minute.
The Houston Open. Pisnik and Bard down 8-5 here in game 2, wanting to close this out. But Jansen and Patriquin looking to go to game 3, up 9-5.
Nine, 5-2.
And Dekel Bar once again just sitting all over it. Trying to go behind him there is Patriquin with the flick.
5-9-1.
And there's a nice little 1-2 combo from Patriquin.
5-9-2. Side out. Nine, 5-1. Second serve. Nine, 5-2.
And there's Dekel Bar with a finesse little roll of a forehand, faking more towards the inside, able to go down the line of Hayden Patriquin as they get it back here down 5-9.
5-9-1. Second serve.
And there it is once again, Hayden Patriquin just testing the resets of Tina Pisnik, going right back at the body over and over until she finally pops one up that he can put away. And Hayden getting a sitter and puts it right into the net. So Dekel Bar, Tina Pisnik add to their total as Hayden chases the ball down after kicking it off to the corner. And don't like to miss those easy sitters up high, but believe we have all been there at one time or another. And there's a nice little forehand roll from Patriquin, catching Dekel Bar, pinching middle, just a little too much. Just catches that line.
9-6-1. Point.
And now that one going to be just wide,
Game point.
which will bring us to game point for Jansen and
10-6-1.
Patriquin. And Dekel Bar just going to catch it, paddle tap, and that's going to make us go to a game 3.
From the world's most iconic tennis arenas to the glint of an Olympic gold medal, a new court beckons, a new challenge arises. Jack Sock has conquered tennis. Now, pickleball's next. Mastery, precision, passion, that's what champions are made of. And when it comes to pickleball, there's only one company they turn to. Jack Sock's legacy continues with the #1 brand in pickleball. Selkirk Sport. We are pickleball.
Backhand as he's sitting all over
Bring
it.
in, 0-0-2.
And so we're going to see how much involved Dekel Bar can be in this game.
Side out.
And there's Tina Pisnik with a nice little scissor kick, have a overhead. Puts it right at the feet of Hayden Patriquin.
0-0-1.
Dekel Bar all over the place, but it's just not going to be enough as Leah Jansen's able to finish that off with a nice forehand roller. But a great point by all four players. Great exchange up in the net. And speaking of roller, there's a backhand roller of an Ernie from Hayden Patriquin.
0-0-1. Second serve. 0-0-2.
And there's a big strike from Patriquin right down the middle. That ball shaping nicely on a downward trajectory. Unable to pick it up was Dekel Bar as Patriquin and Jansen strike first here in game 3 on the board. And there's Dekel Bar just showing how long his reach can be.
0-1-1. Second serve.
And great initial attack from Patriquin. Jansen there to clean it up and put it at the feet of Pisnik.
0-1-2. Point.
And now Dekel Bar able to get behind Patriquin. So a little back and forth here we go in game 3, as to be expected, as they split the first 2 games.
1-1-2. Right up. 1-1-1.
And that ball hitting the top of the net. A little lucky for Pisnik and Bar to be able to put that ball away. A little unlucky for Patriquin and Jansen. It's all tied up here still in game 3, 1-1. Dekel Bar sliding and sitting with his backhand. Patriquin having a great dink rally there with Tina Pisnik until he got what he wanted. But Dekel Bar reading the speed up, slides to his right, and puts the backhand right at the body of Patriquin, who can't handle the next one. And great recognition, great read there from Dekel Bar as they get the side out. Still all tied up here in game 3. And again, Hayden Patriquin taking a windmill of a swing there at the end of a great rally and exchange from all 4 players. Trying to come back from the Ernie. Couldn't quite get his footing or balance and sails that one long.
2-1-1. Second serve. 2-1-2.
And a little back and forth with the net cords between both teams, as Jansen can't get up under that ball enough. And so Pisnik and Bar extending their lead here in game 2 to game 3 to 3-1.
Right out.
And Dekel Bar with a little nonchalant of an Ernie, kind of tries to cradle underneath that ball with a soft touch to just place it back in the kitchen, and a little too short.
1-3-1.
Oh, missed it.
Point. Two, 3-1.
And Dekel Bar again just being a menace up at the net, really covering the kitchen line very well.
2-3-2.
As we have 2-3-2 on the serve of Jansen. And now it's Tina Pisnik getting involved with a forehand winner.
Three, 2-1.
Jansen trying to get the Ernie there, but such great points, it's hard to realize that we're actually still in the round of 32. Down here in game 3 to Pisnik and Bar, as they serve to try to increase their lead and take game 3 to move on to the round of 16.
Point. Five, 2-1. Stop play. Service warning, release too high. Reserve.
And Dekel Bar going to go ahead and get his service warning with the release too high. With the new service rule, the ball must be dropped
5-2-1.
below your hip bone, as well as not imparting any spin on the ball. And each player gets a warning. And that one going to go long as well. And we're going to be switching sides here. The level of play just continues to increase here on the PPA Tour.
Second serve.
And great backhand there from Patriquin. Dekel Bar trying to just get enough on it to get it over.
Six, 2-2. Right out.
And going to get the much needed side out there is Leah Jansen and Hayden Patriquin as they find themselves down here at 2-6. But a long way to go here, as we all know in pickleball, anything can happen.
2-6-1.
And again, that ball just hitting the top of the net, setting it up perfectly for a Dekel Bar backhand winner.
2-6-2.
And now that one going to set up high for Patriquin's backhand to put away. Great back and forth exchange once again from all these players.
3-6-2. Point. Four, 6-2. Right out.
And Tina Pisnik just putting that ball just enough out of the reach of Patriquin, unable to get under it enough.
6-4-1.
But getting a couple back there was Patriquin and Jansen as they cut into the lead of Pisnik and Barr, up 6-4. As Patriquin going right at the body of Tina Pisnik, usually automatic on the resets. That one coming up a bit short.
6-4-2.
And Dekel Barr once again just hunting for the ball up at the net. And finally gets a forehand on it and puts it right down the middle. Hard to keep it away from him.
7-4-2. Point.
And an around the post block, and then a back and forth on the exchange. Patriquin and Dekel Barr going back and forth at one another. Dekel Barr winning that exchange once again and increasing the lead to 8-4 now. And a timeout going to be taken here from Jansen and Patriquin as they look to cut the momentum of Pisnik and Barr. And some of the differences able in game 3 so far. You're seeing Dekel Barr just blanket the kitchen line. And Patriquin unable to just get it by him or get it around him. Tina Pisnik just being a great support cast on that right side, able to kind of move the ball enough to set up Dekel Barr to even be able to get on the line and cover. So the duo working very well together and looking to take game 3 and move on to the round of 16.
Point. 9-4-2.
And there it is again, back and forth they go. Barr, Pisnik on top of it, as is the backhand of Dekel Barr once again, just doing damage as they have their first match point. So Jansen and Patriquin are going to be able to fend that off and get the side out. They're going to look to try to get on a roll here, as it's probably a good time to do so. And there it is, Dekel Barr just standing there like a statue. The ability to put the ball away, not moving a muscle, staying very calm up at the net.
Point.
And now that one gonna go wide, so they inch their way, trying to get closer to 10, 5-10 in game 3. Long way to go. And there's Patriquin finally getting at the body of Dekel Barr on that left hip. Add to their lead. Continue their journey to 10. Try to tie it up. And there's another one. And we'll see if Dekel Barr and Tina Pisnik, yep, just as I thought they would. Now it's 7-10 all of a sudden, and a timeout's going to be taken by Pisnik and Barr here in game 3.
Time in.
And here we go, ready to see if they can add more. And make it 8. Patriquin, Jansen on the move. here in game 3.
8-10-2.
And now Patriquin trying to get that ball out of the air. Comes up a little bit short, but a great run there from Jansen and Patriquin. Now going to try to finish it off with another match point. Tina Pisnik to serve 10-8.
10-8-1.
And that's going to do it. Pisnik, Bar, move on. 11-2, 6-11, 11-8 in this great match over